Entertainment Weekly proclaims
Hello, hello. Welcome back. Hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day today. All right, audio check's done. We're going to be playing another episode of Quiet Place. But unfortunately, I was fixing something that I thought was broken, but it wasn't really broken. I'd done some more automation inside StreamerBot where I had downloaded somebody else's thing to be able to pause and mute and do things with YouTube Music because it's got a better integration and I can integrate it directly into StreamerBot without paying a bunch of monthly services and stuff. So I had decided to add in some other things because they had basically a play, a pause, a mute, and unmute. Well, I wanted to create a toggle button where I just press the same button and I can either unmute, play and unmute, or mute and pause. And I just realized right when I did this here that if I hit that button, it would mute it, but it would also pause it because I want to mute out the here in just a second, the commercial that's in the middle of it. Because I don't pay them, $11 a month for it. I still get the commercials, but if I just mute out the commercial, it's pretty easy. But I had built the button to do both and realized that, well, if I pause it, then it's still going to play it'll play the commercial and I won't know when it's over because I see it over here on my screen. And it's like, oh, well, I need to fix that. And I was like, okay, then I need to add another button to pause it when I switch over the scenes. But I forgot the automation was, it'll go to my starting soon. It'll mute both the game music and my microphone. It'll wait. It'll start the YouTube thing. It'll play it. Then at the end, or unmute it and play. And then at the end, it will remute and pause. So I was like, oh, so I threw up another, in the 5 minutes it took up, I created a new button to do the pause. took it off, fixed the thing, got the script working, and now I don't have to worry about it. So caused myself a whole bunch of work for nothing. But anyways, I did get a new headset. My other one was starting to bother me a whole lot, where if I wore it too long, if I wore it for more than 30 minutes, my ears and stuff would start ringing. So I got the HyperX Cloud 3 wireless that has like 170-hour playtime on it. It's got a microphone boom on it, a detachable one, so I could do it either way. And we'll see how this goes. This will be my first day actually wearing it for a long period of time because I just got it yesterday. So we'll have to wait and see how this goes. Okay, so let's switch over here. And actually, before I get started, I'm going to go get something to drink. And we're going to try this. Pudge, I'll be right back. Pudge, be right back. And I'm back. And I just realized, and I don't know how interesting anybody would be in it, but I just realized too that my automation for my voice control, if you don't mind me digressing for a minute, 6. I've got this setting right here, which was me saying this word, but I just realized that what it didn't help because it didn't mute my mic. And the whole point of the Be Right Back scene is the fact that it's going to mute the mic because I've got something to take care of, but you can at least see this here. So I need to add an action for muting the mic, and maybe even going back and playing the music while I'm gone. And then have another one that when I get back, I can say something like, I use Pudge. My favorite character in Disney is from Lilo and Stitch. It's Stitch, but from that game, or from that movie, Pudge is the one that controls the weather. So I let Pudge control my voice actions. So, and plus it's pretty easy that you're not going to accidentally say that name. You're not going to say Pudge in the middle of your thing. It's a fairly uncommon name. But now what I need to do is then go back and do the mutes and stuff like that, if nothing else, even if I don't play music. But I also need to do a one that says it's time to go back to this scene here. That I can come back here because I'm almost always going to be, it's going to be time to go back to gaming, or it's going to be this one here, which would be the intermission. So I really just need to build 2, one to go to intermission or one to go to gaming. And thank you, Tron Boy, for the follow. I appreciate it. All right, but yeah, that's just some of those weird little things. Like, I'm trying to make my life so much easier in the streaming by doing the Stream Deck and doing all the automation and stuff like that. I mean, I write software for a living, so it's not that much different. But I'm also using an old, let's see here. Yep, well, here, we'll do this here. So the interesting thing is I'm actually just using an old Kindle tablet for it. And you can see, if I get it right in front of me, you can see it. So like, there's all my buttons. So it doesn't matter which way I do it. I set it up either way, and it has all my Stream Deck buttons and everything to control my entire stream. Pretty interesting. One of the guys I was watching was on YouTube. His name's Nutty. He's the one that I follow a lot of his stuff to be able to build some of these pieces, and a couple other people. But hey, if I can make my life that much easier and not have to press so many buttons and use voice controls and stuff like that there, why not? All right, enough of me yapping. Time for me to get to this here. So let's go ahead and start the recording. And welcome to episode number 2 of A Quiet Place: The Road Ahead. Okay, let's get back here and let's pick up where we left off. Hopefully the headset... I'm going to go to options real quick. Since this is a new headset, I want to make sure that it's actually picking the audio up. Gameplay. Is it under gameplay? Gameplay. Yep. Okay, it is. Cool. I wasn't quite sure whether it would automatically pick up this here, because some games, when you switch headsets and stuff like that, they could be a little bit annoying. All right. Well, story, continue. All right. Day 119. Oh, okay. Every noise is a dangerous. Try to reduce your sound as much as possible. Okay, I will. Okay, that was a pull door, not a push door. And here I am, like, pushing my mouse. And I got myself killed. Okay, I just gotta mute my headset for a second. The thing, it's crazy that they want my character to go through a ductwork system that is made out of like really thin metal and would make a crap ton of noise. Absolutely crazy. I think I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay right here. Okay. What did Ken say? Because everything is fine. A couple people have left the hospital, but that's good. It means those who remain are actually committed to our community. Just keep resting. I got this. Sure, buddy. Or I can't imagine what you're feeling. If you need anything, I'm here. And no, it's not my place. I know it's not my place to say, but be careful with trusting Mark. Mom, I already checked every inch of this hospital for food, even the wings scorched during the fire. If I'm not going to hate myself, I need to help, and I'm going out to help. I need to search outside of this hospital. I hope you understand. When finished insulating the private rooms and offices, this will allow people to have whispered conversations without the risk of being heard by the creatures. However, there is no way we could do this with all the large common areas. We just don't have enough insulation or sand. This puts everyone at considerable constant risk. Even the smallest noise made in one of the common areas could bring those creatures down on all of us. I wish I had a solution, but I don't. Yeah. Kind of wonder, like, looking back there, I saw where like they're putting up mattresses and stuff like that there, but you can use, like, I saw a guy that did a DI. Of course, the game's already made, not like I change it. But there was a guy over in, I believe, Europe somewhere that was he was like a DIYer where he basically built large panels for doing sound dampening in his studio area where he's recording at home. I think mine's pretty decent because I've got so much stuff right here in front of me. But he made them out of old towels. So he went over to like a Goodwill store or something like that there, bought old towels that at least looked clean and put them over top of boards, and then added some foam inside of it. That was real cheap foam. It was cut to size and worked just fine. approvals go through me. We don't have enough supplies. Just be handing out medicine to anyone who asks. We got to be smart about it. Who's been volunteering to go on hunts? Who's been picking up extra cleaning shifts? These are people that need prioritized. Someone broke into the medicine cabinet and stole from us. If you know anything about this, you must tell me immediately. Oh, whatever, dude. I'd say one of the things that's really weird. I'm used to talking through the game, at least, in that, and it's so weird not to talk about it. Oh, there we go. I can see the fact that my headset muted with the red button or the red light. It's just so weird to not talk about the game as I'm playing through it. it would be nice if I could actually take and shut doors behind me. But I guess this is the way I have to talk. Like I have to just like pause playing, say what I need to say, and then go back to it. Goodness, I find myself like holding my breath in real life to just like focus and concentrate to not screw up. Gray squirrel's tail isn't there to look cute, you know. The tail is gray. Squirrel. The tail is the gray squirrel's most important tool. It uses its tail to stay balanced, communicate with other squirrels, and most importantly, stay safe. More bees, please. 1/3 of the world's food crops depend on animal pollinators like bees to reproduce. So while they may seem scary, just leave them be so they could do their jobs. Who's there? The great horned owl. An owl's face may look silly to us, but it actually makes them great listeners. The shape of their face directs the waves into their ears, and because they could turn their heads nearly all the way around, they can hear the smallest sounds. You can cross large gaps with the help of planks. Place one with F. Use the mouse. Place one with F and use the mouse to lay down slowly. The plank must be placed in a specific spot. But a single plank can be used to cover multiple gaps. However, it is a heavy object, and going around with it will raise Alex's stress. Jay, you were busy when I got in, but I wanted to say thanks for your concern the other day. I'm still waiting to get a new inhaler, but at least I got some pills for now. The pills aren't as effective as an inhaler, but they're better than nothing. I'll have them nearby in case of another episode, promise. Take a large plank out of the pile for a reason. Until we get this built, we need to use these planks to cross that gap. Don't like it. If you got a better plan, I'm all ears. Until then, use the darn plank. man. Okay. Well, goodness gracious, this thing is sensitive, especially with these planks. Goodness, this is not easy. I'm Corporal Shibata. I'm with the National Guard. If you need shelter, you may come with me on an outpost not far from here. But if you make any noise, I cannot help you. If you want to come, simply nod and follow me. Now I figured out how to get the timing on that cough. Oh, goodness. Of course, Captain Derpy has to go shoot the thing and run right in front of me. They both go to bed with the sun. I'll unlock the door. See you then.
Jesus. All those people. Mark. Dad. Oh God. No, no, no.
Wonder why I didn't have to do anything there. Daniel wanted to turn her away. He wrote, "It's too dangerous. She could get us killed." And I wrote back, "If we don't help her, we deserve to be killed." His jaw clenched the same way it always does when he knows he's not going to win an argument. And I opened a can of spaghetti for her. She's so small. I thought it would be plenty, but Jill scarfed it down with that in about 90 seconds. So I went into our stores to grab her another. I didn't hear her follow me. But when I turned around, she was looking at all the cans with the eyes I'd ever seen. When we got back to the table, she wrote, "That's all yours?" And I wrote, "Ours, Jill. It's ours." I haven't seen a smile that pure since before Chloe got sick. I wish Daniel could have seen it. I don't know where he went. I finally found him sitting on Chloe's bed with the door closed. When I opened it, he stood up to make it look like he was making the bed for Jill, but I recognized the look on his face. How could I not? Terrified, yet terribly focused. It was the same way he looked at Chloe towards the end, like he was burning every detail of her face into his brain. I don't know how long it's been since Jill brushed her teeth. I gave her a spare toothbrush and some toothpaste, and when she spat it out into the bucket, it was bright red. Her gums were so tender that her entire mouth bled. I saw some of the blood trickling down her chin and turned to find a rag, but Daniel was already there. He wiped the blood off her face. I don't think he looked her in the eyes the whole time. When he finished, he hugged When he finished, she hugged him for I don't know how long. He looked at me with that same terrified look on his face. I showed Jill to Chloe's room. Daniel didn't come in, but leaned in just outside the door. I tucked her in and felt my heart leap in my chest. I couldn't have tucked anyone into that bed since Chloe's last night. And then I understood why Daniel looked so scared. It froze my heart to think there was even a chance of experiencing that kind of loss again. I sat there, frozen, until Jill picked up the pen and paper. She wrote, "Are you both going to bed?" And I wrote back, "Yes. But don't worry. The doors and the windows are locked. Nothing's going to hurt you. You're safe." That's when I knew I would kill anyone or anything that laid a hand on her. Daniel offered to take Jill fishing. I could see how scared he was, but he was trying. There was nothing braver than that. Jill will never be Chloe, but she doesn't have to be. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, I'll read this. Probably will stop it right after this. Mom and Dad are such dorks. They got me cake to celebrate winning the youth poetry prize, and Mom sang happy birthday, but with the lyrics, "Happy winnings to you," which doesn't even make sense. The cake had probably 100 candles on it, and Dad lit every single one. When I asked why, he said that this is a really big deal and deserves a big celebration. They are really dorks. It's 2 a.m. I just realized why Mom wanted to sing happy birthday. She thought it might be her last chance to sing it to me. Spent half the day going through my poems with Dad. I wanted to use the prize money to put a book together, but I don't know. Reading through them again, I just don't like them, any of them. Dad thinks it's just the pain I'm in that's messing with my mood. He might be right. Been out of it the last couple days, so I rested and rested and rested. I remember when my friends would come and visit, when everyone was like, "You just need some rest. You'll be back on your feet in no time." It's been months since I saw Dylan, even longer since Rachel. I guess it gets old watching your best friend die. Okay, enough of that dark BS. Now for the good news. Mom and Dad spent the last 2 days organizing my poems into a first draft of my book. It's way too short right now, and they told me not to read it until I'm feeling better. But they think it's going to be something really special. I know they're my parents and they're supposed to be supportive and whatever, but I don't know what the heck I'd do without them. Been in the hospital. Too drugged and effed up to even write. They wanted me to stay longer, but if this is it, I want to be home. I want to be with my stuff in my room and go to sleep in my bed. I want Mom and Dad to tuck me in like they did when I was 5 and when I believed that I was going to wake up to the smell of Dad's maple bacon pancakes and the sound of Mom singing a whole musical all by herself. That's what I want. So that's what's going to happen. I just want. All I want to try to do is get out of the house and then see if that can stop there. Okay, I'm just gonna continue to see where it picks up from, and then we're just gonna. Okay, so that's where we're gonna leave it for today. Gonna pull up something else here. I forgot to get ready. Wow, there are so many things that are kind of crazy in what this game has with it. But that's what makes it difficult and fun at the same time. Also somewhat frustrating because you're like, here's a world where people have put sand everywhere. They've tried to make their paths quiet. They do all these things to make it, and then they just leave random cans all over the place for you to trip into. It's like, really? You do all this other work to make the world as silent as possible and then just leave cans around everywhere. Come on. But that's the end of the video for today. Let me know your thoughts and feedback. You can join my Discord server, my links to my Twitch and YouTube channels. Let me know what you think about the game and how I'm doing so far. And we'll end the video there. Okay. So now where is the new button? Okay. Wow. That is just a bunch. Why is this? I don't know why this was over there. Really need to have this on my second thing over here. But it's amazing how little it can take, but how much you can do without fully triggering the creatures and stuff. But it kind of makes me wish, because I played a lot of it's like any other stealth game. Played a lot of the Splinter Cell games. This makes me wish I had Sam Fisher's suit with the sound audio detection on it. But it is what it is. And that's the end of the stream for today. Let me know your thoughts and feedback. And as always, so long for now.